Oh, hello! This is Tak Chong from Walk with Tak. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and share. When my friend Jack was not certain what he wants to make for dinner, fried rice is often the first thing that comes to his mind. Because fried rice is probably one of the most versatile dish that you can cook in a wok. Jack told me that you can use almost anything that you have to make a fried rice. And the only requirement that you need to be ready for making a fried rice is to have some cooked rice that you have stored in the refrigerator. And Jack told me that he always has some cooked rice on hand. However, a fried rice does not have to be boring, and you can cook a fried rice differently each time. And by making some minor adjustments, you can cook a very interesting fried rice. In this case, this is a chicken fried rice. Jack first shallow fry the chicken to give it a slight crispy texture before adding them to the fried rice. This definitely makes the fried rice more interesting. And together with the vegetables that he has added to the fried rice, it makes this into a complete meal. So in this video, I would like to show you how to make this chicken fried rice. I cook this dish in two separate steps. I cook this in my Cuisina 14-inch stainless steel wok. I start with 2 tablespoons of canola oil, and you can use any vegetable oil that you prefer as long as it has a high smoking point. I first season the wok, use my spot seasoning method to create a non-stick cooked surface. You can learn more about this method in this video. It takes only about 15 seconds, and then now you are ready to cook. I'm going to first pan fry the chicken. I use a method that I call shallow frying. I use about 8 ounces of chicken, and I first lay out the chicken in a thin layer on the surface of the wok. This will allow me to fry the chicken on one side first before I turn them over to fry the other side. It is very similar to deep frying, except I fry one side at a time. I do advanced prepping for my chicken. I cut them up before I freeze them. You can take a look at this video on how I advanced prep my chicken. I freeze them in a thin layer in a Ziploc sandwich bag, so that I can thaw them out in a bowl of warm water in about 10 minutes. To provide the chicken a thin, crispy breading, I coat the chicken with some cornstarch. In here, I use about 1 tablespoon of cornstarch, also with some garlic pepper. The garlic pepper contains a small amount of sugar, and this will cause the surface of the chicken to become caramelized. The cornstarch is great to give the chicken a light, crispy texture. And because the chicken is thinly sliced, it cooks rapidly. It usually takes only about 1 minute to 1.5 minutes to achieve the desired texture. Okay, now I remove the chicken and I set them aside. And after they cool, I chop them up into small pieces so they will fit better with the fried rice. I then go ahead to cook the fried rice without cleaning the wok. First, I'm going to fry 4 eggs. The wok is already well seasoned, so I don't have to worry about the egg sticking to the surface of the wok. I season the egg in advance after I beat them up. You can just use salt and pepper or any seasoning mix that you might have. The wok is perfect for cooking the egg. I use the wok spatula to push the eggs around, and this will open up space for any uncooked eggs to fill, and that greatly accelerates the cooking process. I then scramble the egg. And for this fried rice, I'm going to use approximately 3 cups of cooked rice. Rice keeps very well in the refrigerator, and Jack told me that he always cooks extra rice. and rice warm up very well in the microwave oven. And they usually have a shelf life up to about 10 days. And this rice has been in the refrigerator for about a week. And they are dry and perfect for making fried rice, but difficult to pick up. And the best way to break them up is using something called a meat chopper. It is designed primarily for breaking up ground beef, but it serves very well for this purpose. For most people, the best flavor of a fried rice is for the rice kernel to be separate from each other. This will allow them to be slightly fried and give them a crispy texture. And with this meat chopper, you can really break up the rice very well. And for making fried rice, you absolutely should have a tool like this. I used to try to break up my fried rice with my wok spatula, and most of the time, I make a mess. I could not be happier when I discovered this meat chopper. I was at a cooking class watching my friend Sandy, and she used this to break up hamburger meat, and I said, this is perfect for fried rice. Next, I switched to my wok spatula. At some point during this process, when you break up the rice, you should keep an eye on the heat. You want your burner to be hot enough so it will fry the rice, but you do not want it to be too hot that it ends up burning the rice. So you want to keep an eye on the heat level and adjust it appropriately. If your rice is dry, it doesn't really take that much time to stir fry them. It usually takes about 1 to 2 minutes, so you can warm the rice up to the serving temperature. My friend Jack loves to make fried rice because he likes the flexibility. He always will use whatever he left in his advanced prep to make fried rice. In this case, I found some zucchini as well as yellow squash left in my advanced prepping. I have cut them to the right size for stir frying. I want to cut them up to smaller size so they will fit the fried rice. So I use my handheld food processor to chop them up further. It is a very useful gadget because it allows you to chop things up quickly. Particularly, I have things already in my advanced prepping cut to certain size. Okay, now the rice is ready. I add my chopped zucchini to it, and I also add some chopped carrot. Because of the small size of the zucchini and the carrot, they cook very quickly. Cut them up to small size is very important. Not only they will fit better with the fried rice, but it also will reduce the cooking time. And next, I add the stir-fried chicken to the wok. I chop up the chicken in advance so that it will fit with the other contents in the fried rice. You will want to have all the ingredients in the fried rice about the same size. The final step is that I season the fried rice with my basic seasoning mix. This seasoning mix intends to enhance the umami flavor of the dish. The goal is to enhance the natural flavor of the food ingredients instead of overwhelming them. But you can use any seasoning agents that you would like. Simply salt and pepper might do the job. Or you can season it with some sauce, such as soy sauce or oyster sauce. Jack told me that he loves to cook fried rice because it is very simple. It follows a basic template, and it is very flexible. You can add any ingredients that you would like. And he told me that because of this flexibility, he never cooked the same fried rice twice. Each time when he cooks fried rice, he always makes some variations. So his recommendation to everybody is that make sure you have some extra cooked rice in the refrigerator all the time. You can cook a very simple fried rice with just egg, or you can cook a complex fried rice, such as this chicken fried rice. It might take you a little bit longer to cook it, but the chicken definitely adds a great deal to the fried rice by having them shallow fry first. So I would strongly recommend you to incorporate fried rice into your repertoire. This video is a good demonstration of my fast cooking system with flavor chasing, advanced prepping, stir frying, and template-based cooking to make your home cooking practical, efficient, creative, and fun, so you can make cooking as part of your daily routines. If you'd like to learn more about my fast cooking system, please subscribe to this YouTube channel. Keep on cooking. I will see you tomorrow.